Welcome. Today I'm going to tell you all about Thinkific. So we're going to start with the pricing. Now, Thinkific used to have a free forever option. However, now it looks like they have the basic plan and the pro plan with a 30-day free trial. So we're going to start with the basic plan. The great thing about basic is you get to create unlimited courses and you can have unlimited students. It used to be the free plan, you could have 3 courses, but it looks like now they just let you have as many as you want, which is so great. I also really love that you can drip the content in your course. So whether you want everybody to start at the same time and go through the lessons at the same time, or if you want to drip it once the student enrolls, if your course is evergreen, they have that option. You can also set up your website to have a custom domain. So I haven't changed mine yet, so it still has Thinkific tagged onto it, but you can update it so that it's your custom domain. You can also enroll students automatically or manually, and you can create their account and send them their login information so they can update their passwords. I have the Pro plan, which is $99 a month, and again, 20% off if you are purchasing it annually. I love the Pro plan because I really wanted a membership. So I have tons of different courses, but I also have my membership, and this is that recurring payment monthly. It's automatic, so you don't have to do anything on the back end. It is integrated with Stripe, so the Stripe collects those monthly payments. Another thing that I really like is that you can create as many courses as you want, but you can also make them private and hidden. So I have a lot of drafts of courses up, but I don't want them on my website. I'm not ready for them to be out into the world just yet. So I like to keep them hidden. Some of them are ready to be launched or have been launched, but I still don't want them on my website. They're only for specific people, or it's not my target audience who is visiting my website. So I have those as private courses, and then I can send those out. I can send out the individual links to people and they can enroll through that individual link, but it's not on my website. And something else I really like is that you can have advanced course pricing options. So what this means is if your course is set at $129, but you have someone who wants to make 2 payment plans, with the advanced course pricing options, you can create those payment plans in addition to having your set price. You can also create those memberships, and you can create trials for your membership or first month special pricing. So let me show you the back end of that. So up top, we have all the different settings, and this is right inside my course. So curriculum, this is all my modules, and I'll go through how to upload those. But if we go to drip, this is how we're going to drip the content. It's super easy. You can either drip it for when they enroll in your course. So if it's evergreen and they're constantly enrolling, you can drip it based on when they start. You can have a start date for your course, or you can have a very specific date. So if I know that we're all starting together on May 1st, I can start it then, so nobody can start prior. However, if it were evergreen, I would click this one so that they can enroll. They can start that dripping of the content when they enroll. And it's super easy. You would just change the date on all the lessons that you want. So maybe my first module, I want it to start on May 1st. And then the second module, I'm going to start on May 10th. So it's super easy. Then when it comes to the advanced pricing options, up top, we have our primary pricing. So this is my subscription. This is my membership, and it's $48 a month with a free trial. That's the standard that's on my website. Then I can set additional pricing options, and I have a ton. Some are, a special first month price. Some are a longer free trial if I am sending those out to special individuals. And these aren't on my website. So all I have to do is copy the link and send it to whoever I want to have that link. But if I don't want that link directly on my website and I just want my primary pricing on there, I can just have that one pricing option. Let me show you a different course because I have set it up a little bit differently for my course that is a one-time payment versus my subscription. So I have my one-time payment. And then we can also split those payments. We can make 2 payments. We can have discounts here. And I have people's names on there because that individual was going to get a special pricing. Even though I can also create coupons, I just prefer to do it this way. And if I do want this to be on my website, I can. I can have all of these different pricing options on there. I obviously don't want to because these were meant for just one individual. But if I had my one-time payment and then I had my, or you can pay in 2 installments, I can have those 2 on my website. And then publish right here is where I can either have it as a draft or have it live. Now we're looking at the site builder. So this is the front end of your course. You can create as many landing pages. I've actually only used Thinkific for my entire website. I haven't used Squarespace or anything else to link to my Thinkific because it had everything that I needed. So if I'm going to go to my courses, I'll select one of my courses here. And I was able to build out my entire landing page right here. So I made the option for either a free week or a 24-hour drop-in live access. And then you can customize any way you want. I actually integrated another website right in so that they can choose to drop into a class without actually enrolling in the course at all. So right over here, you've got all the different blocks that you can add. Tons of options for call to action. And you can customize the background, customize the text, and customize where you're sending them. So as before, we had all those different pricing options. They'll all show up right here. So you get to choose which pricing option you want for your call to action. There's also the option to create checklists, which I think are really aesthetically pleasing, as well as icons. And they have tons of different icons to select, but just a different visual. So once you customize your text and all the different blocks that you want to use, you can check it out and see what it's going to look like on a full screen computer, as well as how it's going to look on mobile. And I really love this feature because a lot of people are going to be looking at my website on mobile if they are connecting through social media. You can also create as many custom pages as you want. So you can create pages that don't even link to any courses. Here I have a page which is just my about. And this doesn't connect to any course. The call to action here is going to connect them to my calendar so that they can book a time to set up a call with me. So let's take a look at that. So again, it's great that it will allow you to link a custom URL that is outside of the course. So you really can build out your entire website right on Thinkific. You can also choose which page you want to be your home page. I've got tons of different pages, and depending on either which course I'm really marketing, I can have that as my course landing, my primary homepage. And that way, anytime someone types in my domain, it's going to take them right to that landing page instead of maybe my about page. I'll get into a little bit more detail here about how to upload visuals and images into your website. So we have our hero image. That's going to be the background image. And all you have to do is press either remove image or upload image. And then you can change the size of the image right here, and where you want the main visual of your image to be. Then I'll always do that and then press full screen just to make sure that it looks the way I want it to look. Then we can change the heading. You can customize both the heading and the subheading to say whatever you want. I love that you can customize it because I'm changing my specials often. And then you can have as many buttons as you want. So I have this one, my first one, leading to a first free week that is going to auto renew them into my membership. And then I have my 24-hour access, which is not going to auto renew them into anything and just be a one-time drop-in fee. Then I'll scroll down to show you my FAQ. Now, this is not actually an FAQ. I just use this for additional text because I like the way it looks. And then right here, if you use text and media, this is where you can integrate different websites directly onto it. And if you have a pop-up that you want to add for a lead magnet, you can pop it up right here. All you do is press the code view, add in the code, and then press save. And it'll either show up as a pop-up or it'll show up integrated right into your website. Call to action. Every button can be different. So you can have as many call to actions as you want on your landing page, and you can change which you like. So maybe I want this one to be my $10 drop-in versus my week free trial. So you fully get to customize your buttons. I think that I have really found that building out the landing pages is super simple and straightforward, which is why I've really used it for everything when it comes to building out my website. I can even customize the heading. So if there is a page that I don't want to be live, or a landing page for a course that I don't actually want to be live on my website, it doesn't have to be up there. I can customize this heading and I can create the order of which I want it. And it's all right here. So now I'm in the header section and I was able to add my logo up top and I was able to customize my style. So I have it as solid because there's a white background to my logo, but if I had it as transparent, my heading is going to wonderfully go with my image in the background, which I actually think is beautiful, but doesn't really go with my logo unless I change that background. So I'm going to keep it here. Course and exactly how to build out your course. It's super straightforward, which I really appreciate. This is one of my primary courses, so I'm just going to add a chapter just to give a quick demo. But super simple, we have our chapters and then we have all the lessons that go within it. So to create a new chapter, you just press new chapter, title it, and then from there, you can add as many lessons as you want. We have videos, quizzes, multimedia, text, a survey, PDF. You can create just audio. You can put in a presentation. And they just added Zoom. So you can add Zoom right to it. However, I prefer to use multimedia instead of their beta version of Zoom because every time if you use this one, every time your student logs in and presses the lesson, it re-downloads Zoom, which is kind of frustrating. So right here with multimedia, you can just throw in your Zoom link, they'll click the Zoom link and it'll use their Zoom. Also, if you use the live feature here, it pops up in the window. So you don't have a separate window for the live, which it just is a different experience. So I prefer to plug in my Zoom links right into multimedia. Then we have quiz. And what I love about quiz is the option to create as many questions as you want, and you can make the quiz either one correct answer or several correct answers. Now let me show you survey because it's a little bit different. Okay, what I love about survey is that there are a ton of different options. So you can have multiple choice, you can have a rating, a scale, or free text. So it really gives them tons of options for either doing a survey on your course or you can use this as a quiz. Then we can add a PDF. You'll just select your file or drag a file directly in. I just selected a random one. You'll put in a title. And then make sure to press save. You can set it so that they can either download the content or that they cannot download the content. And then with a video, same thing, you either select the file or drag it directly in. It'll take a little bit for the video to process. And again, just make sure you press save. Text is another great feature where you can type out whatever lesson you want here. However, you can also add that onto another lesson. So instead of having a video lesson and then another lesson that's a text lesson, right under video, you can add your text. You can also add downloads. So instead of having 10, maybe one is a PDF, one's a video, one's text, you can have it all in one lesson. Scrolling down, you've got some lesson settings. So you can make a preview for the lesson, and then that's going to show up on your landing page that there's a free preview. Try out the free preview before you enroll in the course. You can also make it a prereq, so they have to go through that lesson before moving on. I'll do that with my course with liability waivers because I teach fitness classes, so I'll make sure that they pass they sign the liability waiver prior to continuing in the course. And then you can also enable discussion. So this is great for community. If you want people to say, hey, I completed it, or if you want them to ask questions, you can have that as an option. You can also choose to make your video downloadable or not, totally up to you. So adding your lessons in is super easy. You can also make them drafts, so they're not visible just yet until you're actually ready to make it live. Now I want to show you the back end of Thinkific, and this is where you can access all your courses. This is where you can access all your site pages, find all of your students, and change your settings. So right here, I'm going to start with Manage Learning Content and Courses. This is where all my courses are going to pop up. These three bubbles allow me to either edit or duplicate the course if I want to have the same course and maybe some tweaks to it. You can have multiple instructors as well, so you can add them in right here. The video library is going to show you all of the videos that you have uploaded into your courses. I have a lot of videos, so it is loading kind of slow, but they will all show up right there, which is great because if you have multiple courses and you want a video from a separate course, you can just go into your video library and upload instead of finding it all over again on your desktop. There we go. And then we can design our site. So right here, you can pick what theme you want for your background. Let's explore some different themes. So I have Empire. There's 4 different styles for Empire. We've got different colors up top, and you can customize the colors. So I have mine to match my brand. Here's Vogue. We've got 3 different styles in Vogue. This one's more sleek and sophisticated. And then we have Vision. And that takes me right to my course. So then I can go into theme settings and I can customize the colors. I can change the colors of my header and footer, the background colors, my text and my links, my primary buttons, my secondary buttons, and then the accents. So I have it so that it matches my theme colors. I can also change the font. So I can change the size of the font and I can change the type of my font. They don't have a ton of fonts, but they do have one of the fonts that I use for my brand, which I'm grateful for. But they have a few in there. And you can change it for tons of different things, for your banner, for your header, for your subheader. All those fonts can be unique. And then you can have your own favicon. Okay, so now we're back at the back end of Thinkific. Let's go to Market and Sell. So we can create as many coupons as we want for all of our courses. All you do is create a new coupon, name it, choose if you want a $sign or a percentage off and of which product, create your code name, how many, and then press save. You can also see all of the orders that have come in the past. So if there's something you want to check on, or if you want to see if someone's payment hasn't gone through, you can see it all here. So then we're going to go to supporting your students. I use this one all the time. So if I go to my users, I can check on my users. Let's start with someone that I know is very active. Let's do Audra. Okay, so she's enrolled in my Instructor Academy. I can see exactly which lessons she has completed. The only downside to this is you can only see what they have fully completed. So if they haven't pressed done, it's just going to show up like this. So I don't actually know how much of the course or how much of this demo she has gotten through. It doesn't tell me that she completed it. And then any quizzes or surveys she's done, I can see all her answers here. You can also create communities, which is similar to a Facebook group. Let's go to this one. I found that no one really liked to use the community feature versus having a Facebook group, but I thought it was a nice option to have just in case. And a new feature with Thinkific is their advanced reporting, which I appreciate. You can break down your insights by the month, last 3 months, 6 months, year, and all time. And it just breaks down all of your different courses, how they're each performing. And now it shows you student engagement, which is brand new. And it'll tell you which of your videos are the most popular. So we have more video analytics than we did before, which is wonderful. And it's going to load pretty slowly for me because I have a ton of videos uploaded. But I appreciate knowing which videos people are interacting with and then creating more content like that for them.